So today I wanted to talk about something that I have heard in my own journey of recovery, that I hear working within the industry, talking to many clients, and it's the word stigma. That people who come into recovery stigmatize themselves and say, I'm a drug addict, I'm an alcoholic, which yeah, that's true. It's not a bad thing to hold on to that and know where you came from. But something that I want to shed some light on today is the opposite of falling into the stigma, which is a life in recovery. And why the word stigma to me, it point blank, it drives me nuts because people hold on to it and I think it really blocks them from their potential. And so the other side of stigma is recovery. And inside of recovery, you can literally do anything you want. I am a living proof of that. So to go back and to give you a little bit of a personal experience for me, when I got sober, I was 21 years old. I had absolutely no background. I had moved out of my parents' house, gone to a treatment center in the middle of Arkansas, and then flew to California to go to a sober living where I knew absolutely nobody. And I did this because I was so lost and I was so tired that I was willing to take some suggestions. And so I went through all of these motions and I started feeling the positive effects of recovery. I started to gain momentum. I started to find friends. I started to feel solution. And I started to feel as if this black cloud was finally drifting off of me and I was becoming lighter. I was becoming a being once again, not just an existing person walking amongst others. And so inside of recovery, you get a very unique opportunity that the average person doesn't get. And I'm going to expand on that. The average person goes through life, high school, college, they get into the workforce, maybe they get married, they have some kids. Next thing you know, they're 40 or 50 years old and they have never taken the time to slow down and look in the mirror and say, you know what, how can I improve my character? What can I do better for myself, for my business, for my family? Inside of recovery, I laugh because I had to go through extreme drug use to stop me in my tracks and say, hey, hold on, man, you've got to change a few things. And I got to put my life under a microscope and evaluate what I needed to take out. I took some stuff out and what I needed to put in to push me to the next level and push me forward in life. And by doing that, like I said, it's a unique opportunity that the average man doesn't get. And because of that, and the tools that I've been given inside of recovery, I've been able to work on that consistently, day in and day out, month over month, year over year, and a compound effect has occurred where I don't have an option anymore to regress. Because all the tools that I utilize daily push me forward. They make me a better man inside of my family. They make me a better man inside of my business. And the dreams that I once had, they might look a little bit different now, but I was able to create new dreams. And then once those dreams were identified, I was able to capitalize on them. And I'm only speaking about myself, but when I tell you that I have worked with hundreds of men who have done the same thing, and I have watched other people in recovery and watched their journeys and their lives completely blossom, the word stigma to me is kind of BS. It's not a thing anymore. If somebody in less than a decade can get sober, find the woman of his dreams, create a family with her, then create multiple businesses and have relationships more than I can count, well then where's the stigma there? What says that guy's a drug addict? If you walked by me in the street, you would never know that because I don't wear that anymore. I don't wear it like a badge of weird negativity. If my message today was able to shed some light and clear that up for you and tell you that whether you're in early recovery and you feel a little bit crippled because you're scared to go apply for a job because of the experiences that you have had, or perhaps you've got a little bit of a record, there are ways to navigate that. You just have to know who to talk to. You have to find people who are further ahead of you and allow their experiences to come into your life so you can do what you need to do to progress. So I hope that this helps somebody today, and you can tell I've got some passion behind it because I get emails and I get phone calls and I see it on Facebook all the time of break the stigma, this and that and this and that. To me, if you say, hey, come join me to break the stigma, you're saying come join me on something that doesn't allow us to move forward. So please, if there's something that I said today that helps you, reach out to us. Reach out to me. We'll talk. We can chat about it. And I would love to be able to assist in any way possible to help you on your recovery journey.